Good evening and welcome to our English news. Vanuatu and Papua New Guinea have expanded their police cooperation this year through a historic Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU. Jamie Brown has more.
As Pacific countries faces increasing challenges from organized transnational criminal activities across the region, discussions on strengthening collective security efforts to address these issues have become more important than ever. Vanuatu and Papua New Guinea have now entered a new historic chapter in their police cooperation. The Memorandum of Understanding, named Kumul Vanua, provides a police cooperation framework that will strengthen collaboration between the Vanuatu Police Force and the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary.
This agreement establishes a comprehensive framework for enhanced cooperation between the Vanuatu Mobile Force and the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary in areas including intelligence sharing, criminal investigations, specialized policing, leadership development, capacity building, operational planning, technical cooperation, forensic support, training exchanges, and professional development. More importantly, this Memorandum of Understanding transforms a friendship built on history into an operational focus, firmly into our future.
The new Kumul Vanua Police Cooperation Framework includes 10 key initiatives that will be rolled out under the agreement. Papua New Guinea's Minister for Police, Sir John Pundari, stated that no single police force in the region can effectively deal with the threats posed by organized transnational crime on its own.
The security challenges facing our region are becoming increasingly complex and interconnected. Criminal networks do not respect national borders, whether they are involved in drug trafficking, human trafficking, financial crime, illegal guns, or other threats to our communities. No single police force can address these challenges alone. Strong partnership and trusted professional relationships are essential.
Mr. Pundari said it is only fitting that the two Melanesian brother countries establish stronger intelligence and information sharing arrangements to combat transnational criminal activities taking place across the borders.
When it comes to intelligence sharing between our both countries, the challenges we are confronted with all these transnational criminal organized crime syndicates out there. I think this is our kind partnership now, and by having value, the work will.
The MOU is built on the long-standing relationship between the two Melanesian nations and reflect the shared commitment to addressing the common challenges of transnational crime. Jamie Brown, VBTC News.
Vanuatu's future climate change and environmental science researchers are gaining first-hand scientific experience through the inaugural Pacific Walkabout Exchange Program in New Caledonia. 16 students from the National University of Vanuatu, or NUF, are spending 2 weeks working alongside international scientists and Pacific researchers to strengthen Vanuatu's future research capacity. 16 first and second year students of the Climate Resilient and Humanitarian Action Program at the National University of Vanuatu are the first group to participate in the inaugural Pacific Walkabout program. The program was announced by French President Emmanuel Macron during his visit to Vanuatu in 2023. It aims to provide National University of Vanuatu students with great opportunities to learn from leading research institutions and universities in New Caledonia and French Polynesia. During the first week of the program, the students spent 5 days where they attended research presentations on a wide range of topics including climate change, coral reefs, whale birds, endemic and native plants, traditional medicine, volcanoes and Pacific ecosystems. The students also had the opportunity to work directly with researchers in IRD's science laboratories, learning how to preserve plant specimens and carry out ocean chemistry research. They also visited the institute to learn about efforts to protect fruit trees from plant diseases. Senior researcher at IRD, Dr. Pascal Thomas, say that while Vanuatu has many important areas for scientific research, the National University is still developing its research capacity, and programs such as Pacific Walkabout help address that need. NUF lecturer Robson Tikona, who is accompanying the students, say the program provides valuable hands-on research experience beyond the classroom. Dr. Thomas say the program is laying the foundation for the future of scientific research in Vanuatu. The National University of Vanuatu says it plans to expand similar exchange programs with research institutions and universities across the Pacific, giving more students opportunities to strengthen their knowledge, research skills, and future careers both in Vanuatu and overseas. The repainting and replacement of window louvers at Matafulu College Dining Hall in East Santo cost over 1 million Vatu. This week, students from Christchurch Adventist School in New Zealand completed the project, the first of its kind. More report with Jamie Brown.
A total of 13 students aged 16 years and 4 staff members from the Christchurch Adventist School in New Zealand spent 1 week at Matafulu College repainting the dining hall and replacing broken louver windows. Volunteer Service Abroad representative Sarah Stevens told VBTC News that these improvements were made to create a cleaner, healthier and more welcoming dining environment. Mrs. Stevens also said the students repainted a large mural of the Matafulu Blue Hole at the front of the dining hall. The chaplain of Christchurch Adventist School in New Zealand, Pastor Lance Poulton, said it is the first project students have carried out at Matafulu College. Mrs. Stevens encouraged Matafulu College students to take good care of dining hall furniture so that future generation of students can continue to benefit from it. The project was carried out following a request from the Matafulu College. Jamie Brown, VBTC News.
Regulations of the demerit point system, which the government plans to introduce as part of efforts to improve road safety and driver behavior on public roads, is expected to be issued in August this year. Public Works Department confirmed to VBTC News that once the regulation order is signed by the minister responsible, it will bring into effect the penalties and offences that will be result in demerit points being deducted from drivers' licenses for traffic violations. The offences include situations such as pass stopping outside a designated pass stop, a truck making a turn in an appropriate area, or crossing into another line illegally. When an offender is fined, they will be required to pay a monetary penalty, and demerit points will also be deducted from their driver's license. The Minister for Public Works, Xavier Hari, first spoke about the system during the first ordinary session of Parliament in May. VBTC News spoke with Joshua Robert, a driver with 45 years of driving experience, who said it would like the government to also improve traffic lights and pass stop facilities. The Department of Public Works said the system will apply nationwide, not just in Port Vila. More details about the regulations are expected to be released when the order is issued in August. In international news, disruptions to gas supplies from Iran are worsening Iraq's chronic power shortages as the country faces another summer of extreme heat. Climate change is pushing temperatures even higher, while electricity cuts are fueling public anger and piling pressure on the new Prime Minister. Al Jazeera's Jack Ewson reports from Baghdad, Iraq.
Iraq's summer heat is amongst some of the most extreme on the planet. Here in Baghdad today it's 45 degrees centigrade, but it can get even hotter, and climate change is making it worse.
Some improvise to stem the heat.
Since 2010, the number of 50-degree days in Iraq has jumped from fewer than 5 to more than 25 a year. And when it's that hot, you need air conditioning or at least a fan. But like many Iraqis, Shihab Hamid and his family only have electricity for about 6 hours each day. Without a way to cool down, many suffer dehydration and heat stroke, particularly the elderly and other vulnerable people.
What about someone who has had a stroke or has diabetes? They simply can't cope with these conditions. If they had an air conditioner, they may be okay, but without one, I honestly think they could die. An elderly person in this situation could lose their life.
The war in Iran has made the situation even worse. Before, Iran supplied more than 30% of the gas Iraq used to make electricity, but since Israel bombed Iran's South Pars gas field, almost all of that supply has been cut. Before, the summer peak hour electricity shortfall was about 50%. Now, it's closer to a 70% shortfall. And that's creating unrest. Over the weekend, violent protests broke out in Kut, central eastern Iraq, in response to the lack of electricity. 20 protesters were injured in clashes with police, some critically. Police reportedly swept local hospital facilities looking to capture injured protesters. In the wake of the clashes, 37 arrests were made. We spoke with a protest organizer by phone.
There was anger. The streets were boiling with it. Everyone was there, educated people and uneducated people. At first, we followed the law and protested peacefully, but when our demands were ignored, we were met with force and clashes broke out.
The local government has increased supply to Kut since Saturday, but in many other communities, tempers are fraying. It's a problem that new Iraqi Prime Minister Ali al-Zaidi knows he must address while still placating the Trump administration that wants to see less Iranian influence over Baghdad. Prime Minister Zaidi is in Washington this week to shore up deals that are expected to bring greater US involvement in providing liquid natural gas in the short term and operating infrastructure that will help Iraq to tap its own gas. The initiative could be worth billions of dollars. A solution can't come soon enough for Baghdad's residents, be it from collaborating with Washington or Tehran. Jack Hewson, Al Jazeera, Baghdad.
In sports, Team Vanuatu is ready to take part in the Glasgow 2026 Commonwealth Games in Scotland. This week, Fasanok, together with the National Sports Federation, presented the official national jerseys to the athletes during a ceremony marking the final step before they depart to represent Vanuatu. During a proud and emotional occasion, the Team Vanuatu athletes received their national jerseys from family members, coaches, and those who have supported them throughout their sporting careers. The ceremony highlighted the important role of family and community support while giving the athletes encouragement ahead of their journey to Glasgow. VBTC Sports News also learned that weightlifters Aja Pritchard Lolo and Thomas Wilber have been given special responsibilities to lead the Team Vanuatu during the opening ceremony. Aja Pritchard Lolo will carry the Vanuatu flag as the team's flag, while Thomas Wilber will carry Team Vanuatu's Commonwealth Games pattern. The honour follows their direct qualification for the Commonwealth Games. VBTC Sports News understands that both Aja Lolo and Thomas Wilber are currently overseas completing their final preparations and will join the rest of the team Vanuatu later this weekend before travelling to Scotland. Team Vanuatu is now making its final preparations to depart for Scotland with high hopes of delivering strong performances and making the Vanuatu people proud. The Glasgow 2026 Commonwealth Games will be held from 23 July to 2 August, bringing together athletes from across the Commonwealth to compete in a wide range of sports. Team Vanuatu's athletes are now ready to represent the nation on another major international stage, aiming to return home with strong results and make Vanuatu proud. And with sports news, it brings us to the end of today's English news with me, Lodian Wellin, wishing you all a pleasant weekend.